Great fringe benefits too. So if you enjoy talking to people and getting paid to do it, this may be the right choice for you. Apply within or send your resumes to careers@woca.com. Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
This is Jennifer McCullough, the Executive Director of Palm Garden.
And I'm Sharon Baker, the Director of Clinical Services.
Last month, I told our listeners all about National Nurses Week, and now we want to talk about National Nursing Assistants Week.
It's the second week in June, and we want to honor all our excellent CNAs who give hands-on care to our precious residents every day. In fact, each department will be doing something special for our CNAs the entire week. It's going to be fun.
A big thank you to our CNAs from Palm Garden of Ocala.
All right, 23 minutes before 8 o'clock. Nice looking Wednesday morning. You made it to the middle of the week. 72 degrees. Temperatures are expected to reach 91 today, and only a small chance of rain. So it looks pretty good today as far as the rain goes. But hey, you know what? We do need the rain. It'll be here during the weekend. That's what they say. All right, let's open the phone lines. If you want to call in, you are welcome to do that. The number is 622-9622. I want to start with the comments that the president made about Kim Jong-un. I mean, I don't know exactly what we're witnessing. It seems weird. It seems weird. It's Bing? What is that Bing? Anyway, so he said he's funny. What is Kim Jong-un like? Oh, he's funny. He's got a great personality, right? And I'm thinking, does he need to say that? I mean, if he's trying to play him, as some people are speculating, I mean, I guess national news here in this country will make it to North Korea, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. I mean, the guy, didn't he? Let me look at some of the things he's done. I have a list here.
The murderer.
Did you want to do this piece?
No.
He was he ordered hundreds of executions. You don't want to do this one? How come?
Oh, do this. No, be here where I usually am.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, here I am. I thought you wanted me to take over your spot, and there's no way I'm going to do that.
He had his maternal uncle killed in December of 2013. And that was after a high-ranking military leader was convicted of treason.
Oh my!
After he was a high-ranking military leader. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I'm sure you knew that story, right? What was the one about wasn't it his brother?
Well, there was this singer, this rock star, that was his mistress or his brother's mistress or something, right?
Yeah. The Human Rights Watch said last year the country is one of the most repressive authoritarian states in the world, has multiple times been sanctioned by the UN. The North Korean dictator is reputed to have ordered hundreds of executions. His family hasn't been spared from his rule, and that includes, here it is, his maternal uncle, Jang Song-thaek, who was killed in December 2013 after the high-ranking military leader was convicted of treason. Rumors have spilled out of the tightly guarded nation in the years since Jang died in a messy death. Some speculating that he was blown away with machine guns or fed to a pack of dogs.
Horrible.
Oh, my gosh.
Horrible.
The Institute for National Security Strategy estimates that Kim's regime has executed at least 340 people since he came into power in late 2011. Another hallmark of North Korea's authoritarian society has been imprisoning supposed spies, putting them on show trials and often subjecting them to unforgiving, harsh labor. As many as 120,000 people are held in North Korean political prison camps, according to UN estimates.
Horrible.
Where they're believed to receive little food and medical care, but plenty of abuse. A North Korean defector who charged through the demilitarized zone and into South Korea last year offered a glimpse into the nation's health crisis. Remember this story?
Oh, I do remember that
Doctors
one.
found parasitic worms in the soldier's stomach, which experts argued at the time underscores greater issues in North Korea. And because soldiers are believed to be treated better than the average citizen, the picture could be grimmer for the rest of the population. So that's just a thumbnail sketch.
It's so disgusting.
Of some of the things that we've heard from this guy. And then you know what? I handed to the president. If you have a nut who has the capacity to send nuclear missiles to us, to Hawaii, to Japan, to Guam, and those are the places he threatened, right? And oh my gosh, I guess you have to play him. I guess you have to do what you need to do. But to come back and then to say to the press, so on one hand, okay, I really think the president did an amazing thing. I think we needed to somehow figure out a way so this guy could perhaps not be such a threat. But still, if you're asked when you come back, what is he like? Oh, he's kind of funny and he's got a great personality. Mm-hmm. What? I mean, why? I mean, I'm sure the president has heard all these crazy things that this guy has done.
Oh, sure.
So
sure, he could use that phrase. What's he like? A force to be reckoned with. I love that.
I would have said he's something else.
Yeah, there you go.
He's something. He's something. Don't. I'll let you know what he's like.
Yeah.
I don't. What do you need to answer the question for?
Yeah.
I mean, why is it always necessary to answer a question like that? Well, what's he like?
Exactly.
Well, have you read the news? I think you know what he's like.
Well, sure.
Ask the guy who came back who's brain dead. The young man, I should say.
Yeah, exactly. And ask Japan. They're still looking for their people that were over there that they can't find.
All right, let's see. Vice President Mike Pence is slated to address the Southern Baptist Convention in Dallas today. His speech, which was announced Monday, has drawn opposition from some who say it gives the impression the Protestant denomination is aligned with the Republican Party. Oh, come on, it does not.
Gee.
A motion from the floor of the convention to have the speech replaced by a time of prayer failed. Pence's speech comes with the convention already in the spotlight following the firing of prominent Southern Baptist leader Paige Patterson from a Texas seminary over his treatment of women. Yeah, that's another.
Oh my gosh,
another big one.
Yeah, that's huge.
There's so many elements of the press that don't like religion at all.
Yeah.
They don't like Republicans at all, so they're going to group them together and paint as bad of a picture as they can.
Exactly, and some people will buy it. Some people will absolutely buy what they're showcasing.
The Ocala Police Department had some new bullet and knife-proof vests for their canine units, for their dogs. They had some already, but they were expired and outdated.
Gosh.
I'm not really sure how a bulletproof vest can be outdated or expired. I don't know. Like, what happens to it? Does it deteriorate so that a bullet can go through it? Not so sure. But anyway, apparently.
That's a good question.
Apparently so.
Well, maybe there are bullets that they improved the capacity of the bullets to go through things, and then they have to redo the vests.
Yeah. A man in Fort Lauderdale killed his pregnant wife.
Oh.
Dumped her body in a trash bin. She was only 20. He's been arrested. Police believe he also killed her father on Monday. He was 68 years old.
Oh, my God.
Authorities say they've arrested a man suspected of mailing anthrax hoax letters to several locations throughout Central Florida. This guy was in an Ocala federal court yesterday. He's 50 years old. He faces charges of sending an anthrax hoax and mailing a threatening communication. He was actually witnessed putting a letter into one of the post office boxes in Fruitland Park.
Oh, my gosh.
So kudos to the postal workers for keeping an eye out and seeing him.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Put him away forever. He doesn't need to be on the streets.
An 18-year-old guy in Pensacola stabbed his neighbor, 82-year-old neighbor, took her credit cards, left her on the lawn to die.
Oh, my God.
Fortunately, she was taken to the hospital, and I guess she's getting better. But 82 years old and has to put up with the nonsense of a selfish, stupid 18-year-old.
That's horrible.
Who can't figure out how to make money on his own. He's 18 years old. He's an adult, right?
Yes, he is.
He's young. He's healthy enough, obviously, to stab somebody. He's healthy enough to break into a place, but he can't figure out a way to make money.
Exactly. He's an adult. At 18, you're an adult. Grow up.
Florida billionaire Jeff Green wants you to consider him as the next candidate for the governor's office. He only just got his name into the race just like a week ago or so, and he wants you to know that, hey, I was a party boy at one time.
Oh.
But, that was 8 years ago, and since then, now I have 3 sons, and, I'm more likely to be seen coaching Little League than you'll see me with some celebrities. So please don't pay me that way. I'm not that way anymore. And by the way, I did buy a private school in West Palm Beach. So that shows that I'm a good guy.
There you go. Gee,
he's running up against Representative Gwen Graham. These are all the Democrat candidates. Miami Beach Mayor Philip Levine, Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillen, and of course on the Republican side, he's got a few, including Adam Putnam.
Exactly. Wow.
So, a fast-burning brush fire is threatening the Beverly Crest area near Benedict Canyon in Los Angeles, the location of numerous multi-million-dollar mansions.
Oh, my gosh.
Barbara Eden spoke to ABC 7 News about her home, which is among the many celebrity homes who live in that area. Barbara Eden played Jeannie on I Dream of Jeannie.
Uh-huh.
Other residents that you might know from their celebritydom in that area include Emmy Rossum. Do you know Emmy Rossum?
No.
Channing Tatum.
Name's familiar.
John Lovitz.
Oh, yeah, he's the funny guy.
Jessica Alba.
No.
John Voight.
Yeah, we know him.
Lisa and Todd Vanderpump.
Don't know them. Doesn't that happen every year, though, in their area?
Seems like it, yeah.
The fires every year, so how come they just don't sell and go somewhere else?
I don't think it's always in the same area.
I see.
From our perspective, it seems like it's in the same area because it's Southern California.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that would be like saying, hey, you had a fire in the forest, the Ocala National Forest, and you also had one in the Goth National Forest. What's the matter with you people? How come you don't move away?
Oh, there you go.
They're still in Central Florida, but they're not close to each other or close to us in any way.
Excellent. Thank you.
Smoke is spreading across the West Los Angeles area as well as in the San Fernando Valley, where it is impeding vision on the 101 freeway near Sherman Oaks.
Gosh. I knew somebody that lived in Sherman Oaks, and he's a really nice guy. Had a nice home and everything.
Yeah. It's right next to Peabody Pines, by the way.
Oh, okay. That I don't know.
Oh, you know that? Yeah, Sherman and Peabody.
There you go.
Right next to
now I got it.
The Southern Baptist Convention opened its annual national meeting yesterday in an anxious mood as the denomination's all-male leadership grappled with the fallout of multiple sexual misconduct cases. With virtually no opposition, delegates at the meeting adopted resolutions condemning any sexual misconduct by SBC ministers, urging more action to prevent all forms of abuse, and encouraging abuse victims to contact civil authorities to seek protection and support.
Wow,
That's
protection.
The same. So I should have grouped that one with the Mike Pence story.
Wow.
Because he's going to address the meeting today.
Protection and support. Gosh. So do they threaten people that, you better not tell or something's going to happen to you?
Well, you ladies have had to put up with a lot of crap from us guys.
Yeah.
I'm glad this stuff comes out, because it kind of, if you're a man in a world where there's a number of men who have no problem treating you ladies like property or like sex toys or whatever.
Right.
It's not comfortable knowing that you're going to be afraid of me because of those creeps. It's just not comfortable. I mean, you've known me for a long time. I don't do anything.
No.
And I don't know anybody who does. I just don't know anybody who does.
Mm-hmm.
But there's enough of stories out there It's kind of like any group of people. Whenever there's news that any group of people is doing something, it's always the minority group. It's very few people who are actually doing it in percentages, I would say,
Yeah, I agree.
But it does, it's kind of like when you see, bitchy women,
Oh,
yeah. And you say, well, gosh, that makes me feel like men must think all women are bitchy.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed by those women.
Well, same thing from
I really am
our side.
embarrassed.
We have a hard time with it. Mm-hmm. That's why I think it was Brad Pitt, right, the actor, who went up to Harvey Weinstein and he defended one of the ladies that he was.
Oh yeah, Rose somebody, I think, Rose McGowan.
And he said, you touch her, you say anything, I'm going to kill you. Mm-hmm. Remember?
Yeah.
That came out like a week or so ago.
Yeah, that was great.
An off-duty FBI agent who investigators say accidentally fired a weapon that fell while he was dancing at a bar in Denver.
It's a funny story.
Is now facing assault charges.
Oh, my.
Because of that. He's 29 years old. He did turn himself into the Denver Sheriff's Department. Anyway, if you ever saw that video, it's scary. I mean, he did a flip, which is pretty impressive, and his gun fell out of his holster. And hit the floor and fired.
Yeah, he did. He could have killed somebody.
He did hit somebody. The guy who he hit, by the way, said after he looked at the video, he thought it was funny. He looked at the. So he had a good sense of humor about it. But
yeah, but he wouldn't have if he would have been.
Probably gonna make a few dollars from that one, I guess.
Oh, I would think so. Sure, he's got an opportunity here.
Trump officials are considering building tent cities at military bases in Texas to house immigrant children separated from their parents at the U.S.-Mexico border. Wow.
Gee.
President Trump has been heavily criticized for a controversial policy that allows the prosecution of adults separately from children when families seek asylum at the border. The children are placed in custody at a branch of the Health and Human Services Department while the adults are processed and are either placed in foster homes or appropriate installations. So Health and Human Services officials have been exploring the possibility of housing the children at military bases for at least a month.
Gosh.
There you go for that one. German public broadcaster ZDF is reporting that online retailer Amazon destroys a large amount of new and returned goods even though they are in working order.
Oh. So it's their right. It's their
business.
Whatever it is, they get
in
returns.
In a program that aired yesterday, the broadcaster ZDF quoted current and former Amazon employees saying the products included electronics, appliances, and clothing. ZDF cited one unnamed worker saying she oversees the destruction of goods worth more than 23,000 euros a day, which is $27,000. Germany's Deputy Environment Minister, Jochen Flassbarth, told reporters that the alleged practice was a huge scandal.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it's just stuff.
Yeah, if items are returned for whatever reason, you can't resell them.
Samuel Tom Holliday has died. He was 94 years old. You might not know the name.
No, I don't.
But you know what he did. He is one of the last surviving Navajo code talkers.
Oh, my.
He died in southern Utah on Monday, surrounded by family members who raised money through a crowdfunding campaign to be by his side. Holliday was among hundreds of Navajos who used a code based on their native language to transmit messages during World War II. The Japanese were not able to break the code. He was 19 years old when he joined the Marine Corps and became a part of operations in several locations across the Pacific during World War II, according to The Spectrum. A mortar explosion left him with hearing loss, but he would later tell family that he always felt safe during battle because of a pouch around his neck holding sacred stones and yellow corn pollen.
Oh, my gosh.
He received a Congressional Silver Medal, a Purple Heart, and other recognition for his action during the conflict. After the war, Holiday returned to the Navajo reservation and worked as a police officer, a ranger, and later started his own equipment company. He married Lupita May Isaac, and they had 8 children.
Oh, my gosh.
In 2013, Holiday co-wrote a book about his experience as a code talker called Under the Eagle. Fewer than 10 code talkers are believed to be alive today. The exact number is unknown because the program remained classified for several years following the war. He spent his later days living in the southern Utah Veterans Home in Ivins, Utah.
Oh, gosh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
They made a movie about that. I've never seen it. That would be interesting to see.
Let's see.
I love historical things like this. Thank you, sir.
Today is 1 year since 22-year-old American college student Otto Warmbier, who served as the impetus for Tuesday's nuclear summit in Singapore between President Trump and Kim Jong-un, according to Trump, returned from North Korea after being held prisoner for more than a year after he was convicted of stealing a political poster from a hotel. Warmbier, a University of Virginia student from Ohio, died 6 days later on June 19th. His family is suing the North Korean government over his death. The Kim-Trump summit marked a historic first between the two nations. Trump said the meeting may have never happened if not for Warmbier and that he did not die in vain.
Exactly. I like that.
USA Today will host Sarah Jessica Parker and author Fatima Farheen Mirza for a live chat today about Mirza's new novel titled A Place for Us. The novel tells the story of an Indian Muslim family in California and delves into the generational conflict between tradition and modern times. Parker, who is the star of the HBO series Divorce and a book lover, is editorial director of the new publishing imprint SJP for Hogarth, a division of Penguin Random House, and A Place for Us is her first acquisition.
Oh, my gosh.
So if you'd like to ask Sarah Jessica Parker or Fatima Farheen Mirza any questions, you need to go on the USA Today Facebook page for their Facebook live chat at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
There you go.
There you go.
What a nice opportunity for people if they're interested in this.
I like her.
Oh, yeah, me too. I think she's fabulous. Absolutely.
All right. Do I have anything here I need to play?
Good morning.
No. Good morning. How you doing, Robin? Good to see you. All right. We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. You're listening to The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Friends, countrymen, tourists, and Ocalans, lend me your ears. Hey, speaking of ears, there is an opportunity for you to help feed and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. Adults $20, children 12 and under just $12. Call 352-266-2859 for any questions.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Wednesday, intervals of clouds and sunshine with a thunderstorm or two around during the afternoon and evening hours, high 88 to 92. And partly cloudy later Wednesday night, low 69 at a few inland spots, 75 at the coast. For Thursday, times of sun and clouds with a stray afternoon thunderstorm, the high 89 to 93. Friday, partly sunny, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
WOCA, putting the local back into radio.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. Landing in Washington after his trip to Singapore to meet with Kim Jong-un, President Trump tweets, "There's no longer a nuclear threat from North Korea."
North Korean state TV celebrating the summit as a resounding success and highlighting concessions made by President Trump.
미 합중국 대통령은 이에 이해를 표시하면서
A newsreader saying the president showed understanding when he agreed to a North Korean request to halt American military exercises with South Korea.
Fox's Simon Owen. A new wildfire near Silverthorne, Colorado has about 1,300 homes evacuated. A fire that started 2 weeks ago in southwestern Colorado has gotten bigger.
Colorado is facing some long-term extreme drought conditions, and that's certainly helping lead to the situations that we're seeing here.
Public Information Officer Jamie Knight says what's being called the 416 fire is about 15% contained, burning 36 square miles. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Dad, what are you doing?
Cramming for college.
I'm the one going to college.
Yeah, but we need to figure out how we're going to pay for it all.
Discover Student Loans.
Discover does student loans?
Yeah, they're one of the top student loan lenders in the country. It takes 15 minutes or less to apply, and there are no fees for the life of the loan. Best of all, I can earn cash rewards if I get good grades.
Really?
Yeah, we still have time to apply and get a great rate.
So I can just chill. College kids still say that, right?
No one says that, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Todd! Liberty Mutual just saved me $782.
$782? Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online to... Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
Ad Council.
Here is your 1-minute news brief from the source WOCA. Ocala police canines have new bullet and stab protective vests thanks to a donation from the nonprofit group Vested Interest in Canines. A Fort Lauderdale man has been charged with murder after he fatally shot his 20-year-old pregnant wife and dumped her body in a trash bin. A 50-year-old man was in Ocala federal court yesterday after being arrested for mailing anthrax hoax letters to several locations throughout central Florida. A Pensacola 18-year-old stabbed his elderly neighbor, took her credit cards, and left her for dead. Florida billionaire Jeff Green, who recently announced he was running for the governor's office, says he is no longer the party boy he was 8 years ago and now is more likely to be seen coaching Little League than hobnobbing with celebrities. A Tampa man has been sentenced to 8 months in federal prison for threatening to burn down a Muslim family's new home, and 2 zebra foals have made their debut at Disney's Animal Kingdom. And that is your news brief from The Source. On the first and third Wednesday mornings of each month at 9:05, Robert Colin will be with us from On Top of the World, Ocala's premier active adult community. Be sure to listen and be sure to call in. Speak with Robert to learn about all the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will have guests, and we're sure you will enjoy our little chats. You deserve the world, and we bring it to you. So be sure to tune in on the first and third Wednesdays of each month right here on The Source, WOCA.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312.